30%.
That's 30% of all men who go to actually get paternity tested turn out to not be the father. So out of every 100, 30 of those will not be the dad. So it does leave me to wonder why, when a baby is born, why don't they just DNA test at that time? Understanding the fact that sometimes the dad's not involved, but that seems like it would clear up a whole bunch of issues. What's your thought? Should they require DNA testing at birth?
That's a very bigger percentage, and I think if they did at birth, it will save a lot of headaches, and it will save a lot of men some money. Can avoid paying child support for kids that ain't theirs.
So my uncle took a paternity test for his daughter, and it turns out he's not the father. My aunt swore she never cheated, but she couldn't convince my uncle of that, so she took a paternity test herself. And it turns out she's not the mom either. They decided that they were going to sue the hospital, but the crazy part is they found their biological daughter. They found her in foster care because apparently the people that were raising her weren't good people. And as crazy as it sounds, now they have to adopt their biological daughter. Of course, they're still going to take care of the first one. But this morning, my uncle settled on the lawsuit that he filed, and he got $2 million. Honestly, I think he could have got more, but his lawyer is his ex-girlfriend. My head hurts.
So you know for certain that Dreani is your child's father?
Yes. I'm 99.99999% sure.
I'm ready.
Please read it out loud for me.
Braden is not my biological son. Oh my God. Oh my God.
That cannot be right.
It says that right there.
So, Brandy, Dreani is not the father of your child.
It's
Brandy.
no other possibility.
Well, clearly there is.
Brandy.
That can't be right.
It's
Come
correct.
on, Karamo.
Brandy, what it...
This stuff has kept me up at night, Karamo. I'm being honest. It's kept me up at night. My feelings have hurt. As a man, I've pain in my body.
I gotta tell you, I'm absolutely shocked right now.
Because I'm 100% absolutely an incredible father. And like I said, regardless of how I deal with women sometimes, I try to be a decent man. And I want to be a better man.
There's no other possibility. I don't understand what's going on.
Well, is there anyone that you could have slept with when y'all were together in that 6.5 before y'all broke up?
I was only with him.
Karamo,
There has to be one
once
other
again,
person.
it brings me, it's full circle. This is a full circle moment for me right now.
This can't be
Read it. Here
real.
you go. Here you go. It's yours.
Is it that they have Alzheimer's that they forget who they sleep with? Like, because there's no way she's gonna say, if it says he's not the father, then she should have slept with somebody else. Ain't she saying no? She didn't sleep with anyone. Hey, you can't trust them. You can't trust them. You can't trust them.
I only make $35,000 a year, and I'm paying child support. Toward my ex-wife here, she is a dental assistant. She's making a little over 200 grand a year.
On what planet does he owe her child support when he's making $30K and she's making $200,000? How does that work?
I've had my boys for a little over 7 weeks straight.
Ma'am, you see this man right here? He will make sure that you are escorted out of this courtroom. We do not need any more loud outbursts. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
So your child support obligation comes out to $1,456 a month, and those payments are going to be allocated to Mr. Carter.
Your Honor, I understand, but when I was out getting education, he decided to run around and chase everything that had legs.
Oh, if that's true, she's got a point.
You know what? You guys need to be in a different court for that. That has nothing to do with me. Anything else pertaining to these children?
No, Your Honor.
His income just went up by 50% just with this today.
Just so you guys know, paternity tests, you can't trust these whatever. You're gonna need her consent because you need a DNA sample from her too. The way it works is they do the analysis and it'll show what markers the baby has, see which ones they got from you and which ones they got from the mother. So you're gonna need her consent. It's hard to argue not doing it because we live in a time where we have the technology to be sure that your kid's your kid. Why wouldn't you do that? I've decided that I have to. I like knowing that my kid's my kid and being certain and then following science to know that for sure. If this is something you want to do, make the decision that you're gonna do it before you meet her, before before you have the kid. Of course, she's gonna try to guilt trip you. You don't really love me. You don't trust me. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, no. It has nothing to do with you, lady. I was always gonna do this. I expect it to be a tough conversation, but you make a decision, you stick with it. And that's where I'm at. Don't get me started on the whole marriage thing either. The license part, you can get rid of that. You can get the ring, and maybe not the paper. You can get the rock, but you're not gonna get the paper. Oh, that's a fucking dope line. Shit.
They think that I was pretty.
No, you're not cute at all. Lying to this man about his child as you believe it to be, threatening, lying to him, telling him you had an abortion of his child, knowing that it was his child. Let me see the results. Playing games, give you this and that, so you can tell that other man all that. That's not his child. Have a good day.
What's up?
What's up is why you've been lying to me for 11 years, telling me that DJ is my real son. Why you been lying to me?
What have I been lying about?
I got a DNA test done.
A DNA saying what?
Saying that he's not my son.
Let me see this DNA test.
You don't need to see it. I'll start.
How DNA test gonna stay?
How you gonna be lying to me for 11 years? Why would you do that to me?
Where's the lie?
The lie is you. You are the lie. You have been lying to me for 11 years, having me believe that my son that I've been raising for 11 years is not really my son. Like, how could you do that to me?
What made you get a DNA test?
Because I went through your phone.
And why?
Talking about me, laughing and bragging, telling your friends that I have no idea that he's really not my son. So I went and got a DNA test done. Like, you think I'm stupid or something? Like, how could you do this to me?
She's got some nerve, arguing with him like he's in the wrong. She lied for 11 years.
She's acting like she has Alzheimer's. She's forgotten why she was telling her friends and chatting with her friends like, oh, he's not even the father of the child. You know how embarrassing that is to a man?
The finesse is real, to be honest, but this father paid another guy who looked exactly like him, as you can see in the picture, to take a DNA test for him. And the reason for this is so he can get out of paying child support. I mean, you do what you got to do at the end of the day, but he walk in the hot water. But hey, whatever works best for him.
Yeah, I gave his baby up for adoption.
Why'd you give my baby up for adoption, Alicia?
Because you weren't here, you were in jail. I don't want to be a single mother by myself.
Alicia, I was gone 10 months, and my baby was just born a month ago.
Well, I want to live my life, like I just told you. I didn't know how long you was going to be in jail. I wanted to be outside, be in the streets, travel, get a bag, and I can't do that with no child, and you in prison.
Alicia, I am his sole father. I didn't get no decision to make that.
No, you don't. When you threw your life away to be in jail, you don't get no type of agreement, communication, nothing. So I gave the baby away.
Alicia,
The baby is adopted.
put your shoes on. We finna go get my child. Like, what? This don't make no sense.
Where do you think we're gonna go?
What do you mean where we gonna go? He ain't at no child's office. He ain't at no defects. Where he at?
The baby is adopted.
Alicia, I'm trying to understand. You've been able to write me, to call me this entire time, and you ain't bothered to even feel.
She wants to be in the streets. The streets are more important than the child. She wants to get the bag. She wants to travel. Oh, I see. Be careful. You're having kids with guys.